Women shared spicy stories of relationships with men. These stories were told by the girls on their social media pages. Tiffany's story: I don't like those times with a guy when I finish faster than he does, and then I have to wait for a while, which is so unbearable. During one such time, I was on all fours, and he was doing whatever he wanted with me. I was practically praying for him to finish quickly because I had no strength or desire to keep standing like that. I just wanted to rest. I kept waiting and waiting, and suddenly I burst out laughing. I had no idea why I was laughing, but I just couldn't stop. I was dying from laughter. The guy got upset, threw the condom on the floor, and left the room. After that, every time we started, he would say, either we finish together or I go first, so you don't make fun of me. The problem solved itself. Bill's story: I'd like to share an unusual experience. My wife and I decided to go to a club and, just for fun, we agreed to flirt with other people as if we didn't know each other, dance, and so on. I chatted with a few ladies, bought them cocktails, while one guy immediately had his eyes on my wife. So while I was trying to hit on someone, they were already dancing together, but occasionally my wife and I would exchange glances. I stepped away to the restroom, and when I returned, I saw them making out at the bar, with the guy's hand squeezing my wife's butt. The strangest part was that I felt both jealousy and arousal at the same time, knowing that my wife was being touched by someone else. I pretended not to have seen anything, and when we got home, my wife was very turned on, and we had an incredibly passionate, intimate moment. It's embarrassing to share, but that's what happened. Lisa's story: when I was single, I had an intimate relationship with a guy who had a girlfriend. We were connected solely by the amazing sex, which he couldn't have with his girlfriend. Now, I'm in a relationship, but the sex is far from satisfying. My boyfriend refuses to experiment, and I'm starting to feel stuck. I'm even beginning to think about getting back in touch with my former lover, who has been suggesting we meet up for the past 5 years, and I've always turned him down, only because I don't want to cheat on my boyfriend. But my patience is running out. At home, I have handcuffs, a mask, a dildo, and an anal plug, all just gathering dust. Daisy's story: I gave my husband's friend oral, and now whenever we cross paths, he keeps hinting at it by winking at me. He also pushes his tongue into his cheek, creating a bulge, and moves it around. I pretend not to get the hint or that I don't notice. I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve. Does he want to repeat it, or is he trying to lower my self-esteem? If he wanted to repeat it, he probably wouldn't be so obvious about it in front of my husband. If he wanted to humiliate me, he might have said something by now. I just don't know what to do. Thankfully, he didn't go further that time, but just thinking about how much worse his hints could be if we had actually been intimate is unsettling.